We have a brand new leaked photo for Toy Story 5, revealing Jessie standing on Bonnie's bed having a meeting with the toys, including Buttercup, Rex, Ham, the aliens, Dolly, Pricklepants, and Trixie. But there seems to be a few key toys missing from this meeting that would normally be here, and in fact, toys that we haven't seen throughout any of the promotional photos for Toy Story 5. From the 3 promotional photos that we have gotten, we can identify more toys that we know are confirmed for Toy Story 5. One of the promotional photos is of the Buzz Lightyear clones, another one is of Jessie, Buzz, and Bullseye looking at the new villain Lilypad. And then the first look that we ever got for Toy Story 5 was the toys looking at Bonnie with her iPad, with Slinky, Rex, Woody, Ham, Jessie, Bullseye, Buzz, and Forky all watching on, confirming Woody is definitely returning for Toy Story 5. However, there are 3 key toys that have been missing from these promotional photos that have been relevant for nearly every single Toy Story film. The first is Bo Peep. However, even if Bo Peep hasn't been officially confirmed yet, it's pretty much guaranteed that she will be in this film. She returned for Toy Story 4 and pretty much took on one of the main character roles and definitely the lead woman of the film. And since we know Woody is returning, and since Woody did end up with Bo Peep at the end of Toy Story 4, I'm pretty much very certain she will definitely be at least seen with Woody in Toy Story 5. However, she was notably missing in Toy Story 3, so there is a potential that she doesn't return in this film, but then again, they made such a big deal of her return in Toy Story 4 that if she didn't return, it would kind of undo everything that's just been done. But the biggest 2 toys that are missing from these photos are Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, who are nowhere to be seen. The Potato Heads are huge main characters throughout this franchise. Mr. Potato Head especially. He practically is the main toy antagonist of the first Toy Story, becoming almost the leader of the toys when Woody and Buzz are at Sid's house. And throughout the film, he is trying to get the toys to turn against Woody. And at the very end of the film, it is him who gets a partner of Mrs. Potato Head in the Christmas presents. In Toy Story 2, he is instrumental in helping find Woody and travels with the gang across the city. In Toy Story 3, he is on his own side quest in the box by using his unique skills of different parts in order to help the gang escape Sunnyside Daycare. Mrs. Potato Head similarly is very important, being one of the main toys to stay behind and look after everyone in Toy Story 2, and her missing eye in Toy Story 3 is the only way the gang realised that Andy did mean to put them in the attic and didn't mean to leave them on the curb, and it's the reason why the toys start trusting Woody again. In Toy Story 4, their roles are significantly reduced, but then again, so are all of the gang apart from Woody, Buzz, and Bo Peep, as they're all stuck in the RV van, but they're still helpful in preventing Bonnie's parents from trying to leave. Now, one of the main reasons for this reduction in Toy Story 4 is that sadly, the actor who played Mr. Potato Head, Don Rickles, died in 2017, so he therefore couldn't record any of his lines for the 4th film, so Pixar lovingly decided to go through 2 decades worth in order to add in lines for Mr. Potato Head for the 4th film. Now, they could have attempted to do a similar thing with Toy Story 5, however, sadly, the actress who plays Mrs. Potato Head, Estelle Harris, also recently passed away in 2022, so therefore will also not be able to record her lines for Toy Story 5. Now, with both actors sadly being gone, it makes sense as to why Pixar would respectfully leave the characters rather than replacing the actors. But what does this mean for Toy Story 5, as their presence being gone would certainly be felt? Well, since it is animation, they could still technically be in the film, but just in the background and with no lines. What's amazing about the Potato Heads is their unique ability as toys to use different parts to help the gang in difficult situations. I would love to still see that in Toy Story 5 against all of these technology and Buzz clone robots, and I think it would be a real shame if they don't appear and don't get to use that. Now, they could just replace the actors and the toys are in the film as usual. However, I don't reckon they will do that, considering the extent and length that they went to make sure that Rickles' lines were still in Toy Story 4. I reckon that means they will never replace these actors, and rightfully so. But I think the most likely scenario, and what their lack of presence in these new promo and leaked images suggest, is that both the Potato Heads are not going to be in Toy Story 5 and will have left together. Similar to the lack of toys in Toy Story 3, I reckon there will be a line acknowledging them leaving together.
Yeah, we've lost friends along the way. Yeah, even Bo.
Maybe they have gone on a romantic holiday, or they have been given to a new owner, or have just decided to leave. I do hope that it is just a temporary leave, because if Andy does return in Toy Story 5 and the toys reunite with him, Mr. Potato Head not being there will certainly feel very much out of place. But regardless, at least Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head will always be together. But what do you guys think? Do you reckon Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head will be in Toy Story 5 or not? And do you reckon, unfortunately, because the actors aren't here anymore, that is the reason why? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And as always, we've been here on Gate of Theories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.